Shema Israel. Hope you enjoy this next study. My name's Dee. This is my wife, Millie.
So if you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you wish to reach out to us, you can email us at devotedtoyah@gmail.com.
Anyway, went to the store because Peter has a reputation. Let's look at this guy, Peter. Deny 3 times. I'm sure it'll pop up with those words. Yep, Matthew again. There it is, and it's repeated in Mark and all these other passages. But for the sake of our Matthew study, let's go to yeah, look at this. 34 and 75. Remember that. 34 and 75. So right here, Yahushua said to them, "You will all fall away because of me this night, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered. But after I have been raised, I will go ahead of you to Galilee." But Peter replied to him. Peter got a big mouth, like I said. He's always talking. He's always got an answer. I kind of sound like my construction foremans. You know, they get mad at me because I'm like that. I talk a lot. Sometimes I talk to, they told me, yo, you talk too much. There was this one guy, this one foreman, who's like, yo, you talk too much. He's like, you got to talk less, bro. I was like, he told me straight up, you do too much talking. I was like, all right. Yeah, I just feel confident. So I speak. When I'm confident, I speak. But if you want me to calm down a little bit, all right, whatever. I remember one time my foreman, there's a foreman I kind of don't like. I appreciate him, in the long run. He's a hard worker. He makes people work hard or whatever. But I remember one time I was a second-year apprentice, and let me take the share screen off. I was a second-year apprentice, and I went to this this new site for the first time. It was a brand new site I'd never been to before. It's my first day there, and I went with this foreman. It was me and him, and we went there. He scoped, he was showing me what we have to do, blah blah blah. We walked around, and then we sat down to take break, and the general contractor came by and was like, "Hey, how you doing? What company you guys from?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're from, insulation." And it's like, "How many guys you got on the site?" "We have 2. "And what are you guys working on?" "We're doing curtain wall up above, on these floors, blah, 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 blah." And then he asked me another question that I didn't have the answer to. And I was like, "Oh, that's a good question." My foreman right here, Tom. And Tom was like, "Nope, keep going. No, keep going. You obviously know all the answers." And inside I'm laughing like, this guy. He was like, "No, keep going. Keep going. You clearly have all the answers." It's hilarious. But I definitely see that in Mr. Peter here. Always got to answer. Always got to answer, man. What'd he say? But Peter replied, "Even if they all fall away because of you, I don't care if they all fall. They can all fall. Blind leading the blind into a ditch. I'm not falling into the ditch. I'm not following them. Forget them, Yahusha. It's me and you. We right here with it." We right here, bro. I'm right here. We here with it. Yo, Peter is something else. Unfortunately, as passionate and as zealous as Peter is, I love his passion. Love your zeal, my brother. I love your passion and zeal. It's beautiful. But I got to tell you something. Verse 34, Yahusha said to him, "Truly I say to you," this is the truth, "that this very night before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." Man, what a dagger to the heart. Peter said to him, Peter opened his mouth again. My man opened his mouth a second time. He said, even if I have to die with you. He is so extreme. Even if I have to die with you, I will not deny you. And all the disciples said the same thing as well. Yep, yeah, I agree with Peter. I agree with Peter, Yahusha. So you can tell Peter's very vocal. He was very vocal in the book of Acts as well. He's one of the first people to speak after the Spirit fell. Men of Jerusalem, listen to me. My name's Peter of the Rock. Do you smell? No, I'm just playing. Yo, Peter is something else. But what happened? All right, we said, remember 34, verse 34 and 75, right? Remember 75. Let's go to 75. Check it out. And I'll end with this. Or maybe we'll go back to that story, see if we can get anything else. But Peter walked on water. Just tell me to walk, Yahusha. Now I'll come to you. I don't care if you walking on water. I'll walk on water too. Love the zeal. Love it. Who in their right mind would say something like that, babe? Who would see somebody walking on water and say, yeah, if you tell me to come, I'll come. Right here. Come, Peter. Oh, that's all I want you to say. I just need to hear the word. You got to ask me twice. Oh, I'm really doing this thing. Whoop. The wind comes. Oh, man. I messed up. Doubt starts settling. He looked down. Took your eyes off Yahusha. That's where it is. But nonetheless, praise Yah for his mercy, though. Right? Praise Yah for his mercy. In the midst of Peter's imperfection, Yahuwah still uses him. He is one of our great apostles. Peter, who messed up. Anyway, verse 75. Let's go back a little bit. Now, Peter was sitting outside in the courtyard, and a slave woman came to him and said, oh, them damn women, I'm telling you, we reading about them women today. Them women are tripping. Herodias dancing up a storm, changing the heart of a man whose conscience was grasping for breath on the ocean sea. Just trying to find some life. Herod Antipas was liking John the Baptist. He was enjoying his preachings, but this woman came along. Anyway, this slave woman came and said, you two were with Yahusha, the Galilean. I saw you with him. Verse 70, but he denied it before them all, saying, I do not know what you're talking about. Strike one. When he had gone out to the gateway, another slave woman, two women. I don't even remember this many women being part of the story. It's all making sense now. These are them strange women that the book of Proverbs was talking about. Another slave woman saw him and said to those who were there, this man was with Yahusha of Nazareth. And again, he denied it 2 times with an oath this time. What do we say about oaths? This is bad. I do not know the man. A little later, the bystanders came up and said to Peter, you really are one of them as well, since even the way you talk gives you away. Then he began to curse and swear, I do not know the man. And immediately a rooster crowed. And Peter remembered the statement that Yahusha had made, before a rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. And he went out and wept bitterly. All that passion that is all up in this man, Peter, which I can totally relate with. As passionate as he is when he thinks he's right, is as passionate and hard on himself when he's wrong. I totally relate. Totally relate.